It's Madden NFL 24. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Brockman's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Packers and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Powering forward. And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Ready, go.
Samuel in motion. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. When you look at this Packers defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Young. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Young on 3rd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Off the play fake. Marshall. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off-play action. Marshall. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here now a 3rd and 20. Now here's Young. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Young. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Marshall sliding out of the pocket. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Check white. Black one. Smith red.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Nifty move. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And
it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. Young to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. To throw, Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Off to the races. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he's got it. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that loose.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Come on, set. Check, hit. Blue, check. Opposite. Green, ready, go.
It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. So here are the Packers now to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Young's throw finds its target, Dobbs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Young now from the 50. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Okay, right?
Now Young. Able to get away. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Young. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Smith, red. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Blaster, 6.
A second down throw for Young. Shakes off the sack. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers get a bit closer. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Young. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Off play action. Marshall. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers there? They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Marshall. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of this...
That's hauled in by Musgrave for a Packer touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Young to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Young. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
Check. Opposite. Green. Check white. Black swap. Smith red. Yellow. Line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Off play action. Marshall. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Off the play fake. Marshall. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Jaden Reed with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Got Dobbs over the middle. His record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards. From the red zone now, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lucas Van Ness able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fighting through pressure. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now to the left here to Reed. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
Young now from the 50. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Young fighting to stay upright. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Marshall. He finds Watson. It's caught. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Marshall. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down. Marshall. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Carlson for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.